Coachella Valley, and welcome to Seeds of Hope. I'm your host, Katie Stice, CEO at the Rancho Mirage Chamber of Commerce. And today we are going to be talking with the amazing, the community friend. You probably know him because he's out in the community quite a bit. Please welcome to the show, Neil Hirsch. He is owner, founder, operator. He is everything for On the Mark Indoor Digital Advertising Network. Neil, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Happy to have you. So for everyone
Glad to
who's
be
out
here.
there, for everyone who's out there who may not know you, hasn't met you yet, doesn't really know what On the Mark is or does, would you be so kind as to take a minute and share a little bit?
Yes, On the Mark Indoor Digital, what we have created for the Valley is a private television network of screens that span the entire Valley. They're all interconnected by a server so that an advertiser, and this is mostly directed towards smaller advertisers so they can compete, they can then advertise and have their ads placed on the screens, and they can play all over the Valley at the same time, well, concurrently, but not necessarily simultaneously. And for the people that don't have graphics teams, we will make the graphics for them free. They
Mhm.
can see some of the work on the screen behind my head.
Love that. And really, until you came to the Valley, this really didn't exist in the Coachella Valley. Is that right?
That's right, it did not exist. Digital marketing did exist, but
Mhm.
most digital marketers have one screen or two in their own business, and they play their own advertisements, but they're preaching to the choir because the people they're talking to are their customers already. Our screens are designed so that we have two aspects. One, they have an area where they can do their upsells and feature the various things they want to sell. And the other area, the larger size, is advertising all the other businesses in the community. So, the old story, when the tide rises, everybody benefits.
That's right. Agreed, agreed. So tell us what inspired you to really launch this business. I've seen you out and about talking with folks and really helping a lot of businesses and nonprofit organizations. What's the inspiration behind it all?
Well, basically, I had retired. I'm a retired medical doctor. And, I just am not the type to be able to sit around and do nothing. I mean, I like a margarita, but I can't drink three of them a day. So, anyway,
Smart,
I had a
smart.
friend who said he knew somebody who was doing this in another state. And he said, would I be interested? And I said, yeah, that sounds like a very interesting concept. We can help a lot of the smaller businesses because I was a small business, even as a doctor was a small business. And this way it could level the playing field for people a little bit. And I thought this would be a real snap because, being a doctor, I've essentially sold medical services for almost 50 years. And so I figured this would be an absolute snap selling this.
Mhm. And tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that you're seeing right now, or what challenges are you facing and how are you overcoming them?
Well, the challenges are very different because I was wrong in my assessment. You see, when I had my medical practice, people would come to me, so it wasn't such a problem. But when you try to sell to other people, you have to go out to them. And
Mhm.
many of them just don't get the idea, or it's too novel for them, or they don't want to try it, or their expectations are out of line. Many
Mm.
people think that if they put an ad up and in 1 week they're going to have the phones are going to be ringing off the hook. But that's not the case because most people realize, like, for example, Coca Cola. There isn't a single person probably in the whole world that doesn't know about Coca Cola, but they spend $100 million every year to keep their image in front of the public. So what we do is we brand for them. And that's what we're doing is mostly branding so people can see their businesses constantly over and over. Right now on all the sites we have, and we have quite a number down here in the Coachella Valley, and about 70 more up in Long Beach as well. And right now the ads down here are playing 66,000 times a month, each ad. And that
Wow.
is being exposed to 650,000 impressions, a
Wow.
tremendous amount of exposure. And our pricing is made so that there isn't anybody that can't afford it.
Wow, love that. Well, that's a lot of great information for people out there. If you, for the watchers and listeners that are out there, if you are just now learning about On the Mark for the first time or meeting Neil for the first time, because I know he's out in the community, but there might be a few people that don't know yet. The website is also on the screen on the ticker below. Feel free to reach out. onthemarkad.com to learn a little bit more about who they are and what they do. And if you and your business, nonprofit organization are looking for exposure, this is definitely a branding avenue that will help incorporate layers. And Neil is a local friend, so it's a perfect fit. And in closing, Neil, what kind of piece of advice, or as we call a seed of hope, would you like to leave everyone with today?
I think everybody has to realize that times are tough and we all have to hang together in order to make it.
Mhm.
As long as you're honest to the people and you treat people right, they'll stay with you. But they
True.
also have to have reasonable expectations that they're not going to get rich quick. But we try to make it so that they understand that. And we never oversell anybody to buy something in an area that will do them no good, because I don't think that would be very ethical.
Sure. Excellent. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for sharing a little bit about On the Mark today. And again, for those of you who are out there watching and listening, you'll see Neil out at chamber events, out in the community, because he is a great friend. So thanks, Neil. Thanks for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you very soon.
Thanks, Katie. I appreciate the time that you spent. Have a good
All
one.
right. We'll see you soon, friend. Take good care. And thanks for joining us again on Seeds of Hope, where we bring our locals right to you, our local business owners, area professionals, dignitaries, nonprofit executives, you name it. That's part of why your Chamber of Commerce is here, to connect our community. You can find more information about Rancho Mirage Chamber of Commerce at ranchomiragechamber.org. And if there's a way that I can help support you, your business, you professionally, please let me know. That's what we're here for as well. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Take good care.